What's a growing concern among parents? What is normal behavior for a child to exhibit, and what might be indicative of other more serious issues? Child development expert Tara Delaney, author of Sensory Processing Disorder Answer Book and 101 Games and Activities for Children with Autism, Asperger's, and Sensory Processing Disorders. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
So here with me this morning to talk about these concerns, and let's talk about sensory processing disorders and what are they?
Okay, sensory processing disorder is basically you take in all your information through your sensory receptors. So what you see, hear through your eyes, your movement information through your vestibular system, your joints and muscles register where your body is in relationship to itself, auditory information. So if you over-respond to that information, so you're in a constant state of a fear response, or you don't register that information, or you're a seeker, you can't get enough of it. So those kids you see crashing into things, who need things, sometimes those are typically developing 4-year-old boys too, so we have to keep that in mind. 6-year-old boys, 8-year-old boys.
Right.
But when it impedes someone socially and educationally, that's when we really look to what's going on here. What are the underlying neurological implications for this child?
Now, you have a previous book, and I've heard a lot about autism thrown in the same discussion there as some of these issues, but they're two separate things.
Definitely. So autism spectrum disorder is a definite diagnosis that's in the DSM. Sensory processing disorder is actually a diagnosis that researchers are trying to get into the DSM. However, children with autism usually have sensory issues that impact them in their daily lives and really impact them socially.
And your new book kind of talks about some activities you can involve your children with and kind of help. What's some good examples?
Well, one of the activities that I really, really like is called the hot dog game. So it's a simple activity. It's just rolling your child up in a thick blanket and putting mustard on them, so you're doing sort of almost a massage effect, ketchup on them, but in a fun way, so they're getting that connection with a parent or a caregiver, and they're also getting in a lot of deep pressure, which is sort of like a massage, and it has a calming impact on the nervous system. There's also a lot of sequencing games in here, even one where you cut up different pictures of family members and you put them together as a puzzle to help with that facial recognition for children with autism or Asperger's syndrome.
Now, if you're a parent, there are a lot of kids who are, hyperactive, have a lot of energy. How do you differentiate and know whether your child has a problem?
Well, one of the things you want to look for is some kids are just more active. They're more aggressive, if you will, not in a negative way, but they're the kind of kid when they jump off the slide, they want to have full impact with the ground. What you want to look at is groupings of behavior. So do they do that? Do they also run into friends? Do they not pay attention to where they're going? And are you hearing reports from teachers or other caregivers that this is a concern or is impacting their behavior in such a way that it's causing them not to have friends and things like that?
And real quick, Tara will be giving a presentation tonight.
Today, actually, I'm doing a continuing education course for educators and therapists through PESI, and it's called Making Sensory Out of Autism.
And for more information, just visit our website at WCAX.com.